You are here for a reason. Feel the quiet certainty that keeps pulling you back again and again, guiding you to search for answers you cannot ignore. It was not chance, luck, or a digital system that brought this message into your awareness. Something deeper has been working behind the scenes. Something inside you has been searching for days, weeks, or even months, looking for reassurance, for clarity, for a sign that can finally calm the restlessness living in your heart. You have carried this feeling alone, holding it inside because you fear being judged, misunderstood, or told that you are imagining things or hoping for too much. Yet, what if this feeling is not a burden meant to isolate you, but a clear vibration of your own soul recognizing something real? Today, a higher awareness wants to give you gentle but unmistakable confirmation of what you have sensed for a long time. Because of fear, past pain, or simple caution, you chose to quiet that inner voice and pretend it was not there. Still, creative energy knows you need to hear this now so you can move forward on your path. What you're about to understand will explain why your soul reacts so strongly to this person, why you feel an unexpected peace even during silence or separation, and why your intuition, that inner guide that never truly lies, refuses to disappear. Even when your logical mind tries to argue against it, there is something deeper that keeps speaking. Listen carefully, because what follows will help you see why this feeling that moves your heart so deeply holds a meaning far greater than you can currently imagine. This was not a random meeting and not a passing coincidence that came and went without purpose. What you are experiencing is recognition at the level of the soul, a deep harmony that goes beyond physical attraction and mental understanding. It reaches into the threads of your destiny. It is the echo of something your soul remembers clearly, even if your mind struggles to name it. You may have tried to stop thinking about it, to distract yourself, to shut the door and move on. Yet something you cannot logically explain keeps bringing you back to the same awareness. The strong sense that this person did not enter your life by accident is the heart of this message. The universe wants you to know that you are not crazy, not confused, and not creating illusions. What you feel comes from a deep inner place, from the same space the source uses to communicate when you stop listening only with your ears and start listening with your soul. This feeling is not created by desire alone. It is the truth of your essence trying to be acknowledged. Many people struggle with the same question you carry quietly within yourself. How do you know the difference between true love and simple desire? How can you be sure this is not obsession, attachment, or emotional dependence? The mind, shaped by old wounds and the fear of being hurt again, will always try to label strong feelings as dangerous or unreasonable. But a soul connection has clear signs that do not come from emptiness or need, but from a calm and steady inner knowing. The first sign is peace within silence. When you are truly aligned with your soul through another person, you feel an unusual calm even when there is distance or no communication. This peace does not come from physical closeness or constant reassurance. It rises quietly from within because your soul recognizes safety. At a deep level, you know that no matter what happens on the surface, the connection itself is not threatened. This calm feeling is your intuition reminding you that what is truly meant for you does not disappear. Ask yourself honestly if you feel this with everyone. You already know the answer. This experience is rare, and you sense that this time is different from all the others before. Another clear sign is the awakening of parts of yourself you did not know existed. This person has stirred something deep inside you. Hidden emotions, talents, strength, or awareness that had been asleep for a long time suddenly began to rise. This only happens when your soul recognizes something familiar and meaningful. It feels as if this connection acts as a mirror and a catalyst at the same time, pushing you to grow, to heal, and to see your own potential more clearly. The feeling urges you to become better, stronger, and more aware of who you truly are. This is not a romantic fantasy created by the mind. It is the energetic mark of a shared purpose that connects you beyond words and explanations. The next sign is the strength and persistence of the feeling itself. Even you are surprised by how intense and lasting it is. You have questioned it many times, trying to explain it as emotional dependence, fear of being alone, or ego-based attachment. Yet deep inside, you know it is none of these. Dependence fades when circumstances change. Fear dissolves when distraction appears. But this feeling stays, even when logic, distance, and time all suggest it should disappear. This persistence is the voice of your soul refusing to close a chapter that is not yet complete. What you feel is real. You did not imagine it or create it out of nothing. This connection was allowed by a higher awareness. Nothing guided by destiny enters your life to harm or destroy you. It comes to change you, cleanse you, and help you grow into a stronger version of yourself. You may wonder why, if this connection is so strong, the universe allowed distance, silence, or separation to exist. Creative energy does not make mistakes. What has been planted in your heart cannot simply vanish. It does not weaken with time or fade with space. No matter how long the silence lasts or how far apart you may be, there are connections that the ego tries to force and fails, and there are connections that simply cannot be broken. This person holds a unique place in your life story, not because of your effort or desire, but because of a force greater than both of you. A deeper plan has been unfolding quietly, beyond what the eyes can see. Higher awareness has already determined that this bond serves a purpose beyond temporary emotion, a purpose rooted in growth, healing, and conscious love. What this person has represented in your life was never accidental. Even if your mind tries to convince you it was only a short chapter, a lesson, or an illusion, your soul knows the truth. You cannot close this book because the story is not finished. It is not an ending, but a pause. The confusion, the pain, and the quiet distance are not signs of failure, but signs of preparation. Both souls needed time to mature, to heal old wounds, and to evolve internally so they could one day sustain the deeper, more stable connection that destiny has planned. The universe does not unite incomplete intentions. It brings together wholeness at the right moment. You have changed, and so has the other person, even if you cannot yet see how. What feels like an impossible distance right now is, to universal energy, simply space for growth. Higher awareness does not focus only on the present moment, but on the full journey. At the end of that journey, this connection already has its place, even if your path has not fully revealed it yet. The universe sees what you cannot see and speaks to you now, so you do not confuse this truth with fantasy or desire. This connection is not a mistake, not a punishment, and not an illusion meant to break you. It was created to teach you how to love without fear, to expand your awareness, and to understand that true love does not disappear. It changes, it purifies itself through distance, and it returns clearer, stronger, and more conscious than before. The universe would not leave you in this quiet, persistent knowing if it had not placed the truth of this connection gently and firmly within your heart. So do not allow doubt to take root, because doubt is the strongest enemy of clarity. It is doubt that makes you question yourself, that pushes you to pull away from the truth you have carried inside for so long, and that quietly leads you to sabotage your own growth. To understand how destiny prepares a reunion, you must first understand what this period truly represents. This phase is not empty time. It is the stage where the foundation is being carefully formed, the base that will allow this connection to last and remain strong. You already know that what you feel is real. Your intuition has been steady and consistent. This bond carries the mark of destiny. Yet for the human mind, it is very hard to accept that something so genuine can also bring pain, silence, and distance. Here is where the deeper logic of destiny reveals itself. Destiny does not move according to human timelines or emotional urgency. It moves according to growth, readiness, and awareness. Silence, separation, or obstacles are not punishment. They are activation. They awaken the soul contract that exists beneath the surface. Imagine two soul-connected people coming together before they are ready. The meeting would not be peaceful. It would be overwhelming, confusing, and even destructive. The energy would be too intense, and instead of healing one another, they would trigger wounds and cause pain. Higher consciousness does not allow such an important bond to be destroyed by chaos. That is why the pause exists. It is not rejection. It is protective love in action. What you experience as confusion or abandonment is, in truth, a withdrawal of consciousness that is meant to save the connection. This is the stage where both of you are sent on separate paths, not to forget each other, but to refine yourselves. It is an agreement made at a higher level, where both souls accept to step back until they are strong enough to hold the depth of this love without breaking under its weight. The pause exists so karmic ties can be released and emotional dependence can dissolve, making space for love to appear in its pure form. For you, this pause is not a punishment, but a necessary invitation to build an unshakable relationship with yourself. If you needed this person to feel whole, their return would only turn love into attachment or control. Destiny does not want that. Destiny teaches you to stand complete on your own. The universe does not want you tied down by fear. It wants you free, aware, and strong. That is why distance becomes training. It pushes you to face your deepest fears, the fear of being alone, the fear of being left, the fear of not being enough. As long as these wounds remain unhealed, life will continue to reflect them back to you through relationships. This pause is designed to break that pattern. It forces you to sit with yourself, to meet the parts of your soul that were wounded, ignored, or asleep, and to heal them without distraction. Life is teaching you that no other person can fill an inner emptiness. That work belongs to you. Only when you have filled yourself with self-respect and inner peace can someone else truly add to your life instead of becoming a crutch. Maturity is not about waiting endlessly and hoping. Maturity is about using waiting as a tool for transformation. During this phase, the universe asks you not to sink into fear or doubt, but to raise your awareness, heal old emotional patterns, and clear the inner mirror through which you see love. The person who eventually returns will not return to the version of you that felt insecure or dependent. They will return to a version of you that has grown, valued itself, and aligned with its purpose. Destiny does not want you frozen in place. It wants you to become conscious and grounded, someone who can carry deep love without fear, control, or self-loss. This is a time of purification. Love guided by destiny must pass through the fire of healing. This pause is that fire. It burns away illusion, fear, false attachment, and unhealthy expectations. What remains is the pure essence of the bond. When that essence comes back into your life, there will be no room for doubt, emotional games, or avoidance. The universe is giving you something priceless during this pause, your own strength. It teaches you trust, surrender, and respect for divine timing. When you see this pause as a soul agreement, you free yourself from the need to force outcomes. Your only task becomes growth. The goal is not to wait for the other person to change, but to make sure you do not waste this opportunity to transform yourself. Every single day within this pause is a gift, a chance to refine your energy, to deepen self-love, and to align with stable, conscious love. This is the assignment destiny has given you during this retreat inward. But what does inner maturity truly look like, and how can you use this time wisely? The answer lies in your daily choices. What are you doing with this space you have been given? You have the power to turn this pause into the strongest foundation of your future. The withdrawal of consciousness is not a loss. It is a rare opportunity. How you use it determines the quality, stability, and endurance of what comes next. Destiny does not ask you to sit still and wait for miracles. It invites you to step into your own authority and build something solid within yourself. One of the first lessons is learning true detachment. Detachment does not mean erasing someone from your heart or becoming cold. It means releasing them from the responsibility of making you happy. When your sense of wholeness depends on another person, you give away your power. Love then becomes filled with fear and anxiety. Divine detachment is an act of deep trust. It is saying to the universe that if this connection is meant for you, it will return naturally, guided by awareness, not control. When you stop chasing, you shift energy. You become magnetic. Another important task is healing patterns of lack. The universe reveals old cycles of fear, dependence, and self-doubt so you can finally end them. True love is not meant to cover wounds. It is meant to grow from wholeness. If this connection brought up insecurity, a need for validation, or the urge to accept less than you deserve, then separation was necessary so you could see these wounds clearly. Now you are called to love yourself with the same depth and patience that the Source offers you. Become your own source of safety and worth. Every choice that protects your peace raises your vibration and moves you closer to what you truly deserve. Build your inner space into a place of calm and strength, untouched by external chaos. Peace is not the absence of challenges. It is the presence of awareness. When this inner space is stable, your energy becomes steady. Fear loses its grip. Doubt fades. And the universal law is simple: you attract what you are. When you vibrate from fullness, fullness comes to you. When you vibrate from lack, lack repeats itself. Your task is to become so complete that the presence of this person feels like a blessing, not a necessity. Reclaiming your inner authority also means living as if you already trust the truth you feel within. If the universe has already confirmed to you that this person is part of your destiny, why would you react from panic or uncertainty? There is no need to beg for messages, no need to chase meetings, and no need to constantly watch their social media or look for proof of their presence. Every action that comes from desperation is actually a rejection of the truth the universe is showing you. Instead, you are asked to stay calm, centered, and emotionally steady. Move through this phase with inner strength and quiet confidence. Act as someone who knows that life is unfolding in their favor, even if the details are not yet visible. The silence you hold within yourself right now is one of the strongest forms of manifestation. You are not powerless in this phase. You are the creator of your own reality, and your greatest tool is not action, but your state of being. The real power of this period lies in releasing the fear of loss. Fear is the greatest enemy of manifestation. The fear of losing someone creates attachment, and attachment always pushes energy away instead of drawing it closer. You must reach a place where your belief in your own value is so deep that the idea of losing this person forever no longer destroys your sense of self. Only when you are free from that fear can love flow naturally and openly. Love that comes from freedom is clean, aware, and balanced. It is shared by choice, not held together by fear. This inner maturity is not optional. It is the base on which a lasting connection can stand. The person who comes back into your life will not be the same as before, and you are not meant to remain the same either. You are meant to become someone who shines from within, like a lighthouse that does not depend on another light to exist. Building this inner stability is now your main task, and the universe has deliberately given you the space and time to do it. As you work on yourself, heal old emotional wounds, and reclaim your inner strength, understand that this process is not happening only on your side. Even if you cannot see it or feel it clearly, the same universal force that is guiding you is also working within the other person. It is important now to understand what is happening on their energetic level and why their silence is not a sign of forgetting, but the start of an awakening. The withdrawal of consciousness is not one-sided. Creative energy is moving within them as well, and their experience, as quiet as it appears from the outside, is often far more intense and painful than yours. The distance you see is not comfort or ease. It is the dark night of the ego. The silence you feel from them is not a lack of interest, but an inner battle. They are tired of pretending they are over you, tired of convincing themselves that what you shared was only an error or a coincidence. Their ego, the part of them that fears closeness, surrender, and emotional depth, built walls where destiny wanted to build a bridge. Now the universe is using distance and silence to slowly break those walls down. In this phase, they are forced into a confrontation they can no longer avoid. The universe has removed the distractions they once used to escape their feelings. Loneliness has become a mirror that reflects their fear of attachment, their pride, their old wounds of rejection, and their struggles with self-worth. The ego is the greatest obstacle in soul connections. It tells them that vulnerability is weakness, that deep love is dangerous, and that staying alone feels safer than opening their heart. But creative energy does not accept false stories. That is why the universe keeps showing them that avoiding their feelings brings no healing. It only deepens the pain. The loneliness they experience is not peace. It is an empty space where no distraction works anymore. They may try to fill it with work, people, or activities, but the emptiness remains. That emptiness is you, or more precisely, the part of their soul that only resonates with the connection they share with you. The universe sends them memories, subtle signs, and sudden moments of emotional clarity. They try to explain everything logically, but their dreams and intuition continue to bring you back into their awareness. What they feel goes far beyond physical attraction. It is a quiet recognition that tells them this bond is rare and meaningful. Destiny sends these reminders not to punish them, but to show them what they lose when they choose fear over truth. Their ego resists while their soul knows. Their soul understands the connection is real, but their ego struggles with the humility required to return. Right now, the universe is slowly dissolving that resistance. It is softening their fear, loosening their pride, and breaking the beliefs that stop them from accepting the depth of this bond. This process is slow and painful, but it is necessary. The return is not meant to be impulsive or driven by regret. It is meant to be conscious, honest, and mature. Both of you are approaching a turning point. A moment of surrender is forming. They are reaching a stage where the pain of living without you and without being honest with themselves becomes greater than the pain of facing their fear or pride. When that moment arrives, their action will not be manipulation or empty apology. It will be a sincere movement from humility, a recognition that they were never able to control the power of this connection. Their surrender will not be to you alone, but to the plan of destiny itself. In this moment of awareness and deep truth, there is something simple you can reflect on within yourself. Notice the sign that has appeared most often in relation to this person. It may be a repeated dream, an unexpected reminder, a song that feels too accurate, or a moment that keeps returning without effort. These are not random. Trust the process and acknowledge what keeps appearing for you. Remember that this person is being prepared to return with the clarity this connection demands. Destiny does not allow half choices or unclear intentions. When they come back, it will be with certainty, with understanding of what they want, and with awareness of what you represent in their life. Do not focus on how much time is still passing. Focus instead on the depth of transformation taking place. The universe is giving both of you exactly the lessons and tests required to make the reunion stable and lasting. Still, a natural question arises. How can you be sure that these feelings, dreams, and repeated signs are not just creations of your own mind? The universe communicates through signs, but you must learn to tell the difference between true synchronicity and illusion. The human mind is powerful, but it is also easily influenced by pain and longing. After everything you have experienced, it is fair to ask how you can know this is not your ego holding on to something that is already finished. The answer is found in the feeling itself. Illusion and synchronicity do not carry the same energy. Illusion is rooted in fear, lack, and the need to control outcomes. It pushes you to force situations, to seek constant confirmation, to beg for attention, or to interpret everything as a sign. Illusion leaves you drained, anxious, and more confused than before. Synchronicity, however, feels calm and precise. It does not require effort. The signs come to you naturally, without chasing. They appear clearly, repeatedly, and at the right moments. Synchronicity brings reassurance, not obsession. It feels as if life itself is moving things into place without you having to interfere. This is the language of higher awareness in motion, and it speaks softly, but with certainty. They are meaningful coincidences that touch you deeply and align with the truth you already carry inside. They do not come from desperation or emotional hunger, but from guidance. Take a moment to reflect on the signs you have noticed. The universe has a very personal way of communicating with you about this person. One of the first signs comes through sudden echoes. Without any clear reason, this person enters your thoughts strongly, and shortly after that, you hear their name. Come across a song you associate with them, or see something that instantly reminds you of them. These moments are not random thoughts or tricks of the mind. They are energetic signals, gentle waves, through which the universe tells you that things are unfolding, even when you cannot see the movement. Another sign comes through inner calm. When you focus on your healing, invest in yourself, and stop trying to control the outcome, the universe responds by giving you moments of deep peace. This calm is not empty or dull. It is full and grounding. It is a clear sign that you are aligned with your destiny. Peace is not a lie. It is not something your ego can fake for long. When peace settles in your heart, it is confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. Guidance always carries peace. Confusion and fear never come from higher truth. Then there are the clear external confirmations. Sometimes a stranger says something that feels too specific to ignore. Sometimes you notice repeating numbers or symbols that you strongly associate with this connection. These signs appear without effort and beyond your control. They interrupt your logic in a way that coincidence cannot explain. This is destiny stepping in to tell you that you do not need to force anything. You are asked to trust. Even the message you are receiving now is not accidental. You did not arrive here by chance. The universe has chosen this moment and this way to bring you clarity, not to give you false hope, but to confirm what your heart has known for a long time. Your role now is discernment. Pay attention to how a sign makes you feel. If it creates anxiety, restlessness, or fear, it is coming from the ego. If it brings calm, strength, and quiet trust, it is synchronicity. Trust what brings you peace. Forces are moving quietly. Emotions are awakening on both sides. Truth is rising within you and within the other person. All of this is leading toward one moment. The turning point is approaching. The silence, the inner withdrawal, the dark night of the ego, and your own journey toward inner strength are all preparing the ground for what destiny has already decided. This manifestation will not come as a small hint or a subtle sign that leaves you guessing. It will arrive as an unexpected shift that is clear and undeniable. It will be something real and tangible, a message, an action, a gesture that the other person can no longer suppress. It will be the moment they fully surrender to the truth of the connection. Not out of fear or loneliness, but out of awareness. Destiny does not bring soul connections back together through half-hearted attempts or surface-level words. What comes next will be honest and humble. This person will speak the words they have avoided for a long time. They will face the truth they once ran from. Their action will be an admission that your presence never left them, and that distancing themselves only deepened their pain. This transformation is already in motion. The pieces are shifting, emotions are awakening, truth is rising. When this awakening is complete, when clarity replaces fear, when destiny has finished shaping both of you, the union that follows will be conscious and stable. It will not be two wounded people trying to fill each other's emptiness. It will be two whole beings choosing to walk forward together, stronger, clearer, and more grounded than before. Remember this truth: the universe supports you. Your path is already written, and this person has a firm place within it. Stay in your peace, stay in your light, trust the process. What is meant for you is already finding its way back.